Hello, teacher. Welcome to our 5 video recorded by Lady Rodriguez and me and I for BPO class. So to begin with, we are going to introduce what it is. The video number 5 is encompassed by Unit 5.11. And we follow the recommendation that was over there that said make sure to show the email in your visual aid. We did as it said. Okay, Unit 5. Write an email. You work at the Palace Hotel and one of your responsibilities is to arrange conferences and company events. You spoke to a new customer on the phone yesterday and want to write an email now to confirm what you agree. She is planning a seminar at their office, which are near to from their hotel, and wants to arrange a buffet lunch at 2 coffee breaks for 25 call center agents. You told the customer that you will email her a menu and the other information including a price list. Write the email and give it to a partner A. So we followed those instructions. So role play number 1. Let's get started with the phone call. So okay.
Okay. Good morning. This is Mike Johnson, event coordination at the Palace Hotel. How can I assist you today?
Good morning. This is Fernando Ramos, Customer Service Manager at Ciniet LTDM. I'm organizing a seminar for our call center agents near your hotel, and I would like to arrange catering for the event.
Oh, of course. I'd be happy to help. Could you tell me a bit more about the event?
Sure. We are hosting a seminar for 25 call center agents on September 21. Uh, I think that at 1 p.m., well, we would like to have a buffet lunch and 2 coffee breaks.
That sounds great. We can definitely provide a buffet lunch and coffee breaks for your group.
Okay.
To make sure I send you the right information, so could you please provide me your email address, please?
Certainly, of course. It's f dot ramos at cineatcorp.com.
Okay, can you spell it for me, sir?
Of course, it's f as in foxtrot dot R as in Romeo, A as an Alpha, M as in Mike, O as in Oscar, S as in Sierra, at Cineat Corp, that it sounds like S as in Sierra, I as in India, N as in November, I as in India, A as in Alpha, D as in Dux, and C as in Delta, C as Charlie, O as in Ope, O R as in Romeo, P as in Potato, dot com.
Okay, let me confirm the information is f dot ramos at cineatcore.com.
Yes, yes, that's
Okay.
right.
Oh, thank you. I'll email you our menu options and price list in PDF format by
All right,
tomorrow.
right.
Is
Okay.
there anything else you would like to include or discuss?
No, but I have a question. That cover everything for now? I'll review the menu and get back to you if I have any questions.
Oh, great. Thank you for choosing the Palace Hotel. For you, Aiden, I'd send the details shortly. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, you too. Okay.
Okay.
In this part, we put for the name of the person who was calling, the email address, and on the software that represent that the customer agent wrote. So continuing with the next day, um, the
That's
customer agent wrote
yeah.
the email. So the email, we put over the email the subject that was the event details confirmation, the greeting, and the rest part of the email. So he, as you can see, we here we put it. Thank you for contacting us to organize the seminar for your call center agent, as discussed over um, the phone. Here are the details of the request service, event seminar for 25 call centers agents. In addition, we put the date and time that it will be September 21 at 1 p.m. as we mentioned it on over phone.
Yes.
The services that include are the buffet lunch, two coffee breaks. Attached to this email, you will find the available menu and price list in PDF format from your review. Please feel free to contact me if you need to make any changes or have an additional questions. So in this part, we put it the supposed PDF because we couldn't put one, but we could put the some information about the email and the PDF. But we think that is there. Finally, we put over the email. We look forward to hosting your event at the Palace Hotel and ensure it is success. We wish to our customer the better wishes to that they all that they planning to do when as a great, and the best regards, and the person that was over the customer activity, the Mike Johnson and the event coordinator, and in the end we put it the Palace Hotel, and as a symbol of email we put it the symbol of Gmail. So right, continuing with this activity with the recording of this video, we saw and we are going to talk about the role play number two. That was basically the following information. Respond an email. Your name is Air Hoskins and you work at the company called TGT Holdings PLC in London. You were at a trade fair recently and asked different people to send you about their products. You have just received an email from one of the people you met there. In this case, the partner A, and write the responses. So,
And that's the response
the
to the
response
email.
to the email or the solution.
Yeah.
So, we follow the same steps that we did before. Now that we put it at the first part on the of or of the on the top of this of the email, we put it the subject, the request for product information that the customer care guys asked to us, and before that we put it dear Frederick McLean's, the person that was over there. So we begin the email um, as the following way. Thank you for reaching out and sending information about your products. As discussed during the trade fair, I'm interested in learning more about. So we put it the wireless headsets, we put it the model, the specification of each one that the guy asked it to us. So the model suitable for call center agent with noise cancelling, features and long battery life, economic office chairs, option designed for extended use with adjustable lumbar support, this year M software solution, any package or tools you offer that can help improve customer service efficiency and how it could suit the needs of our company. I would appreciate it if you could provide a complete product catalog, information on pricing and bulk order discounts, details about shipping policies and delivery times. I look forward to your responses to arrange a possible meeting or call. And finally, we put over the beside or the below or the below of the all contact above of the above email. Sorry, we put it best regards. The R Hoskins, IGT Holdings, PLC. We couldn't forget the the education and the best way to do the best customer service over
Yes.
email. So it was the solution of the email.
Okay, the
S-
second part is over to you. And that is the last part for this point of the unit 5. So,
Okay, so we have or we must to ask the following information. Over to you. Share a personal experience with a partner about dealing with automated online customer care. How did it make a positive or negative impression on you? Sorry.
okay. I talked before about the experience that we had with my mom, talking with custom service, Claro.
Okay.
That's so bad. It's in a call.
Okay.
It's a negative impression because she just wanted to cancel the service,
Okay.
and they only put her on hold a very, very, very long time, and they just don't have a response to my mom. And my mom wants,
Yeah.
and now she needs to go to the physical agents. I don't know how to say this. The physical company, yeah,
Yeah.
in person.
Face to
And
face.
that, yeah, face to face, and that's so kind of, I don't know, rude and irresponsible.
Uh huh.
And yeah, it's very boring to wait online, and the robots are not empathic
Uh huh.
and kind.
And beside and polite, for example, a
Yes.
little bit of discussing because as well we thought, for example, the robots or the AI at this epochs is not the best nowadays, but it could be better or upgrade in the future. So in my case, for example, I would like to highlight, for example, one experience that I had in the past. I remember that it made me positive and negative impressions because I wanted, for example, to buy a book. I remember that over the chat because it was over the chat or on the chat. I wanted to buy a book, and well, on the page or the net or on the network appears, for example, the book that I wanted, and following appears the prices, and it looks like or it seems, for example, is easy to use. But I remember that I couldn't buy. I didn't remember what was exactly the main point of why I couldn't buy something. But remember that I had to write to customer care by email on the same network, and it's super 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 upset because when I instead or Well, at time that I wrote, the chatbot asked me immediately, but I had to select any specific options, but I couldn't find, for example, the option that I wanted, that was to buy this specific book. I had to write. I need to contact with the customer over phone, or with the customer agent over phone, and it was impossible. I have been learning throughout the experience or the years that it makes a bad and at the same time positive because it's super fast. So automated online customer care is super fine in topics that it is super fast. But at the same time it was a bad or a negative experience because I couldn't to find why I couldn't to find that I wanted because I tried but I couldn't. So it made me a negative impression because I decided never to use the websites once again. So that's it. Okay, continue with this. Over to you. It mentions just great ways a customer
Yes.
service center can be sure that an automated system gives customer the help and need. What do you think about it?
Okay, this has to do with the before question.
Mm-hmm.
Because, for example, a real person, can you provide more information and help you pour in your issue? And, for example, a robot or uh, I or AI,
Ella.
AI, yes,
Uh huh.
can be more rude or bored or without feelings. Yeah, that's the correct word.
Right.
Without feelings, and in on another way, a real person. And I think that it's better than the other custom service, and is more kind, is more empathy. So important to be empathy,
Mm-hmm.
and it's more efficient talking about resolve the issue that you need to resolve quickly
Mm-hmm.
and in a good way.
Okay, I would like to give or to a part of this answer. For example, that the way that we could be sure or that we can be sure that an automated system gives customer help is, for example, hiring the IT technicians, but
Yes.
it is not
Yes.
100% secure because sometimes we
Okay.
are looking for humans. So as you mentioned it,
Yes.
the people are following the feelings or the emotions, and it
And
get
you think that it's bad, that is something like bad or a good?
it is something bad at the same time good, yeah, as you mentioned, because
Yeah.
it gives us a result, for example, of the not of the not get nothing at the same time. So sometimes based on the experience that I speech or that I told is that not always are gonna be there, for example, over the automate systems, chats or emails or I don't know, whatever, for example, phone calls, the specific key or the specify no the specific menu or answer that we want to reach out. So it's important to highlight that, for example, do um, a mailing list with people that ask, for example, what are the most important requires or inquiries or
Yes.
needs or necessities of the people that want to 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 do something or to want something or to reach out something. So well.
Yeah. And this has to do with the following question. Now, the clear question: does your company have a website offering customer service? If so, how is it set up? What kind of FAQs do you have? How do you deal with the inquiries sent via the website?
Oof, it is a difficult question. So,
Yeah.
does your company have a website offering customer service? Yeah, yeah. For example, well, right now I'm not working, but when I worked, I remember that, for example, in my case, I worked to TikTok, and there were, for example, well, there had I think that nowadays exists a website, and it offers, for example, customer service as all topics, for example, or all of us as an example, such as each kind of works or jobs, for example, through products, through to social media, through market or something like that, including not just on that. I remember that the one, for example,
Mm,
it is a super famous supermarket here in Colombia or in Bogota.
mm,
They have, for example, the QR or the PQR or the customer service
yeah.
requirements, or and they offer always that kind of service. And it's set up, for example, at the right, or I remember that, for example, in on TikTok, where, for example, at the end of the sliders,
Yes.
or the or the screen or the page, for example, in TikTok appears, for example, do you need help or something like that, or if you are
Yeah.
having problems, do you want to figure out, or something like that. So I remember that always appear on the beside or sometime at the top of the social media. But so it's important to mention or to highlight that it is was in a specific option of the well, if it was, for example, a device or PC, it changed, but always you
Mhm.
will find over the specific part of the social media. Yeah. What about you, lady?
So as a customer,
Yeah,
I would like to have all the tools to resolve my doubts. Some, for example, some page
yeah.
have a chatbot to answer things faster and easier things. And for more complete tasks, uh, there is a real person, a real agent. Only for
Okay,
the not the easier task, and so the most difficult task. And I think that is a very good option to be more care and resolve more quickly the issues of the customers.
okay. Yeah, it was. It is important to highlight over to you or up to you, because each one live, for example, different experience. So, how do you deal with increase sent via the website? What do you think? For example, in my case, the deal was super faster, but not was proficient. Not was, for example, see, proficient or diligent on topics that highlight those things. What do you think?
Is in our case,
Yeah, for example, how do you deal with increase sent via the website? So through website, to pages, when you pull it up, the website.
uh, in general or specific website.
As you want to mention, for example, personal or generally. Don't worry. If you have one,
Okay. Sometimes it's difficult to find the FAQs section or others. But in more of the case, it's too easy to found. I think. For example, in when I was in the university,
Uh-huh.
uh, they now they have a website and it's so good, and they have a chatbot, and yeah, I only write the issue that I have
Uh-huh. That I
or
had.
that I
Okay.
had
Uh-huh.
that I had, and yeah, only it's only
Yeah.
like that. It's too easier to make. I think in the,
And to
talking
think
about
so. Uh-huh.
software
Uh-huh.
program.
Okay, yeah, yeah. It today nowadays it's commonly to find them
Yes.
because it is as the old people mention it is the future or something like that. I don't know. So to finish with this recording video, we put it at the end of the over to you and some answer that we put over the guide number 5. So I'm gonna read the first one, and if you like, you could read the second one. So it's very bored to wait online. The robots are not empathetic and kind. I put it that I put it this because as I mentioned it before, I had uh, something experience and impacts over those things.
Yeah. And the second is a real person. Can you provide more information? I help you upward in your issue.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Um, yeah, that's a true.
That's true. We put it too because we discussed it um some days before or the day that we did this guide and we solved these problems. So thank you. We hope that you enjoyed this video number 5 and it's a pleasure to us do this kind of activities. So thank you, teacher. Bye.
Mr. Bye.
Have an excellent day.